you're not going to just teach grammar, you're going to teach real Spanish. You're going to teach about the foods, the culture. And I love the videos that you're doing.
Waves is also the same pronunciation. Hello. Hola. Wave. Hello. Hola.
Thank you, Kristen, for joining me on Dreaming English. And I would really want to talk to you because you recently launched a YouTube channel to teach Spanish, and you have shirts and sweatshirts and mugs and everything right there. It says Spanish with Blackberry. So tell me about this new channel that you have.
Okay, when I started learning English, I have meeting a lot of people who are learning Spanish, and I feel curious about it, and I started to check the channels who teach Spanish. Who?
Yeah, channels who teach Spanish. Absolutely. And
Um,
you have learned English really quickly too, because I think I met you less than a year ago through Ken, through our friend Ken. And at the time, he said that your English was really low and you have progressed like hugely. So just like pat yourself on the back, you are doing excellent at English too.
Yeah, yes, thank you. You know, when I want to do something, I just take it seriously, from morning to night. Can I say?
Yes, morning to night. You must have been focusing an awful lot because I have been trying to learn Spanish, I've been trying to learn Spanish for like 20 some years, and I'm not as fluent in Spanish as you are in English. So pat yourself on the back. You're doing awesome. So you were checking out different channels that teach Spanish and maybe English. And so you decide like
Yeah.
more about that.
Actually, I was learning English in order to get a job for the call center. But when I look at these channels, I was wow. I love. Uh, they earn money teaching Spanish, and I started learning grammar in Spanish. But I didn't know how hard grammar is in Spanish. Wow, I was like, my goodness, subjuntivo, pretérito indefinido. And I'm going to take a exam to get a certificate in order to post in my channel YouTube, because I want to offer speaking lessons, grammar lessons, but I have to keep preparing myself, or how can I say,
Yeah,
studying.
preparing yourself. It's interesting
Um,
to say this because like probably about 7 years ago, I discovered someone else from Colombia, and her name is Andrea, and she has a podcast and YouTube channel. And similar, she was taking a class to teach Spanish and started the podcast. And I ended up spending money and took a class with her. And she now has a very big YouTube channel, and she has like a monthly thing people pay to take classes with her and a membership. So it seems like a similar path. So that's excellent. So you're taking a class so you can, will you plan to like also offer lessons to people, like online lessons?
yes, it depends. I'm willing to do that, but I want to show you all culture. Because I just really like travel and food. I think food is too expensive vocabulary. I'm thinking in how can I say, make a room in cooking room.
A cooking room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, in order to teach vocabulary. And for example, this week we are going to make tacos. Next week we are going to make a sancocho, and because there are a lot of YouTube channels who teach languages, but I haven't seen any channel who, how can I say, because everybody make the same thing, a whiteboard and lessons, and I was like, I would like learn English from someone who is traveling, or someone who are cooking, or getting a discotheque, a barbershop, a tattoo salon, stuff like that. And I don't know if I will be busy, but I'm going to offer lesson, obviously. But this is my, how can I say, orientación in English? In
Yeah,
Spanish, we
it's like
say this.
your niche, your orientation. Like, so you're not going to just teach grammar, you're going to teach real Spanish. You're going to teach about the foods, the culture. And I love the videos that you're doing. Like, you had one where interviewing people on the beach, and I love all the different things that you've been doing, the different videos that you've been making. And the videos that I've seen you make are very creative, and they're interviewing people. You're interviewing people on the beach. So I'm like, oh, I want to be there. I want to go to Colombia and I want to be there. But I'm learning about how to talk about blood pressure, and I'm learning how to talk about, hair and stuff like that, because you're in the barbershop talking about hair, or you're doing some, you got somebody do your blood pressure and you do the background so it looks like you're in the medical office and stuff. So that's pretty cool. So you're teaching real useful Spanish as opposed to just boring grammar.
Yes, maybe because that's the way that I have to learn or absorb a lot of vocabulary, because when I'm studying English from grammar YouTube channels, I get a tiny bored.
Bored,
But
yes.
when I'm scrolling down on and watch a lot of videos, talking in the street or cooking, I can just really learn the words, phrase, pronunciation, and I was that's the way that I learn, and that's the way that I'm going to do my channel. We say in Spanish, I don't know how to say in English, but para gustos los colores, because each person has a different like it taste is like it.
Yeah.
And there are people who learn more seeing or watching, people who learn more listening to music or movies. But I just really like learn languages about watch people doing something, observe people doing something. Oh, that's how they say this.
Yeah, I love those ideas. And like I said, I love what you're doing. It's similar to what I'm doing, is trying to teach English in a natural way, telling stories, teaching
Yeah,
real English.
yeah,
Sometimes I do cooking, like you talked about doing cooking. I've done cooking, I've done baking and stuff like that. And without any, because when I was learning Spanish, and whenever I try to learn Spanish, if I'm trying to learn the grammar like you, I get bored and it doesn't work for me. So what I found was that I found Spanish YouTube channels that teach Spanish, that teach it in a more natural way, like, just real Spanish, like you're talking about. Oh, they're doing this, they're talking about this, and I'm understanding by watching and learning real Spanish as opposed to grammar Spanish. So I really like your idea. And like I said, you're super creative. I see you interviewing all kinds of people out there on the beach and the streets and all that kind of stuff, and talking about the food. Love your creativity there.
yes, yes. Thank you so much. And I'm just trying to make something that I would like to watch.
And I think,
I'm
like you
trying
said,
to.
you're watching all these in YouTube's little shorts, and you're learning. And I think, do you get ideas from the videos that you're
Yeah,
watching?
yes. And maybe if these videos are not talking about languages, but wow, I like this kind of video. Oh, I would like to take the idea to make a video, to record a video.
Yeah, I
And
like.
that's nice. Yes, I like your channel also because you do almost the same thing, that talking about the kitchen food. I watch a video you making painting eggs. We say in Spanish huevos de Pascua, but I can't remember exactly how is the name in English. Your son was painting eggs, and you were in the kitchen
Oh, right.
painting eggs.
Yeah,
Yes,
we've
yes.
done a lot of things in the kitchen, whether it was, where we were making bread, we were making one video, we were making like this Turkish delight, which turned out horribly. We just have fun. And I think, like, we're teaching you all the different kitchen utensils and the food and the different stuff like that. So I like doing that kind of thing. And then I've been making the shorts like you have been. using the green screen to kind of change the background and stuff like that. And I think, you know, trying to like, oh, you know, pointing, like then I put in the picture after. So you've been doing that. Like, how did you learn how to do the editing? Like, you know, was that a struggle for you?
Oof. I've been struggling a lot with editing videos, you know. I have to stop studying English maybe for 2 months because I didn't know anything about how to edit videos, and I was like a real pain in the, you say in the neck, but to be honest, it was a real pain in the ass. It taught me, and but now I can do it a bit better, you know. I can quickly like before was, but editing videos I feel respect when I figure out what does edit video means. I feel tons of respect for people who create videos and they edit them by their selves. Of my respect, 100%.
Absolutely. And so are you're editing on your phone then, I imagine.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
So
I'm going to,
that's difficult. So
yes.
how do you do, like what
Oh,
program do you use?
super difficult. I'm going to make another room because I can't use my computer and phone at the same room, and I need to more a space or a big space, and I'm going to use a computer because a cell phone is so. But people who are creating content and editing by phone, my respect, uh, everything can get better. Yes, you know. Oh,
Yeah. I
but
started
it's,
like I started editing on the computer, but when I started to make the YouTube shorts, I started to edit them on the phone, but it was difficult. So I started to then take them from my phone, put them on the computer, edit them, and then post them because it gave me more ability to like get more creative. And it was difficult to be like trying to edit it on the phone. If you were doing that on the phone and you are doing it on the phone, then yeah, respect to you because that's difficult for sure.
yeah, yes. Thank you. And now I feel so comfortable. You know, happy because I take time to think about it, create content, and I was like, I want to apply for the call center job for real, or maybe I want to make another or do another stuff. I ask myself, I am wondering, I'm able to ask people to show up in my videos. I'm able to learn how to edit, and I was like, yes, I'm able to. I'm going to try it. If I wouldn't able to, yes, I will stop and I'm going to apply for the call center. But I like YouTube. I like I have been getting some subscribers, and I was like, wow, views, and I was like, oh, that's real. I can do it, and I every day I feel better. Better. Yes.
Better every day, you feel better. Yeah,
Oh
and you
yeah. I
have
can.
like you got shirts, you got t-shirts, you have a mug, you have all kinds of things that have your YouTube channel. I need to do that. I have
Mm,
not done that yet.
yeah. Yes. When I am scrolling down on TikTok and I got sorry, I when I watch channels, I watch people who t-shirt with a name, cup,
Yep, a cup or a mug, yes.
okay, and cup also. Yes, microphones. I was like, oh, okay, but some things I have to make by how can I say, for example, like bots. Uh, I couldn't buy or microphone or lights, but I watch on YouTube how to make light bots using
You
aluminum paper
got to make your own,
and
like do it yourself. Like you basically figured out like how,
yeah,
and
yes,
I've done that too for some things, not a light box, but I've done that where I, instead of a green screen, like I found a green piece of material, or sometimes like for a reflector to get like a whiteboard and just use that. So it's not really like an official reflector, but it's a piece of white foam. So sometimes you have to make do and get creative. And, you know, in the beginning, especially when at the beginning, you don't make any money from YouTube, right? It's a lot of money that you're putting out. So like trying to find ways to do it cheaper. I use the green screen a lot because I can record inside and control the sound, as opposed to recording on location when you have lots of outside sounds that you can't control. You know, getting like I found this little cheap little microphone. I haven't actually used it yet, but see, this little tiny microphone is $30 as opposed to one that's over $200. So just like trying to do things cheaper, especially when in the beginning, I'm not making any money still, like a little bit, but not enough money to pay out for all the stuff that I bought, like the fancy microphones and everything else.
Yes. But I think with cheaper things we can do. It depends, because the most important of each video on social media is the energy. You know, the how they express themselves, and because they can get the best camera, the best mic, but if they don't have a, how can I say, motivation,
And
we say charisma.
the charisma and
Yes,
the personality, like that's why I was telling you earlier
yes,
about
yes.
Andrea from Spanish Land School. She's also from Colombia. And the reason why I took a class when she offered one, like I was listening and watching her videos, and when she was going to offer a class, was because I got to know her personality through the YouTube and the podcast. And so when Andrea was going to offer a class, I was like, I want to take a class with Andrea. Right. So I think by having this really like energy and this charisma and this personality, that if you were to start offering classes, I think people would probably sign up.
Yes, definitely.
And
See,
that's when you
she,
can start making money. While YouTube, it takes a lot. Like you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in 1 year. That's a lot. So other ways that I have thought of, and I've seen other people that are doing this, is offering a subscription model where you get like extra content, or maybe you get like certain classes, or maybe like an opportunity to, you know, go, you know, whatever, like whether it's like live sessions
yeah,
where people can take part in if they're part of the members. So those are things that you might want to think about, that I've watched other people that are either teaching English or teaching Spanish. Myself, it's just a hobby right now. So I'm kind of like, I'm not trying to make a lot of money from this because I have my full-time job. But if you're trying to make something of it, making money from YouTube is possible. But think about those subscription models, or think about, you know, the classes. Like if people get to know you, and you are a good teacher, because I've taken the classes with you in the group, you are an excellent teacher. So if you're able to like build all these subscribers that say, I want to take classes with Christian because I like the way he teaches.
oh, thank you, thank you. That sounds nice, no? But you're doing great, you know. And I was watching your videos. I was like, oh, she take out and she was walking on woods,
Yep.
nature. I was like, oh, kitchen, pool also. I remember
Yep.
pool, and I was like, oh, I like this kind of videos. I think you can. You are doing great. To me, I can learn by your short, long videos, interviewing people like Ken,
That's another thing too,
Liam.
that for me, like I decided to do the interviews because it takes less time for me to edit those. I don't have as much time to take to edit an interview as it would be for me to edit what I consider to be a beginning level video, where I'm drawing a picture, and I have me, and I have a drawing board. All that takes way more effort to edit that, because there's 2 videos in it, and maybe I'm talking about something like, ooh, I think the person doesn't understand what I'm talking about. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to insert a picture here. So then I got to take the time and find that picture and insert it. So that takes way more time. While doing this type of conversation with you, I'm going to like, basically I'll cut out Zoom. I'm going to cut out the black, put a background in. I'm probably going to throw in a couple of your little videos so people can see them and stuff, but it won't take a lot of time to edit this video. So it's more sustainable. while if you're making videos that are taking you like 5-10 hours to edit a video that is 10 minutes long or 2 minutes long or whatever, it's not sustainable to do that. So making videos that take less time to do, you're going to continue to make them, if that makes sense.
Yes, it's too hard, but I think when we say in Spanish, el que quiere, puede, you know. I don't know how to say it in, in English. And yes, when someone wants to do something step by step, someone can how can achieve it, you know. Yes, I'm thinking in. I was talking this week, last week, with my friends, and I was telling them we can get a drone. Is the pronunciation in Spanish drone?
Drone.
Yes, drone. How to make a kitchen room in order to each week make a video talking about tacos and cocho, paella, you know, food, because I'm going to do it after January. I'm going to on February. I'm going to do seriously, take it seriously. Uh, I was trying to get a drone, another mic without cables, you know, because it's too difficult to record with cables.
Yeah.
And yes. I'm going to take it seriously. I'm going to do my best. It's in English. You say do my best.
Yeah, do my best. That's excellent.
Yes, but I definitely like it. I was talking to my friend who he works making music, and I was talking to him because I need to my own music and melodies.
Yeah. That's good.
Yes, I
Like I
want to.
have like something for mine that is what's called YouTube audio library because I don't want to get in trouble. So I've got this little music that I got from there that I like. But to have somebody create music for you, that's awesome. If you have somebody that can do that, that's cool.
Yes, I was watching YouTube for kids, and there are big channels who teach Spanish, and they got some music. I was like, wow. And the kids, they spend a lot of time watching videos and millions of views in this kind of videos. I was like, wow, music. I don't know why reason, but I have friends who I have been meeting, for example, on November, and my friend told me, "Oh, I like your videos. I'm going to do videos to you. How can we work together?" I was like, "I need to drum,
Nice.
yes, music, drum, because I'm going to dedicate. We say en Spanish de lleno o por completo, hacer algo de lleno, you know, my 100%, my 200%.
100%. Wow. I'm looking forward to watch what you're gonna create with drones and nice mics, and you got all the shirts and stuff. So I've been watching, and I'll continue to watch your channel, and maybe we could do another conversation in a couple months. I would suggest to get really good internet, like especially if you ever want to start doing live or anything like that, you're going to want to have like a really good internet connection as well. But I'm interested in watching your channel grow. One thing that I did for my day job is I taught kids how to start the YouTube channel just with their phone. And that's what you can do at first. Just start with your phone. And then I actually met somebody that he started with just his phone. And then after like before a year, he went up to like 50,000 subscribers. He was just very lucky, had one of his videos that went viral. But then after he got more subscribers and started earning money, that's when he bought the computer. That's when he bought a better camera. So at first, you want to keep it simple. You can do everything you need to with your phone. You got like you showed me that you have like a phone tripod. You're making your do-it-yourself, you know, reflectors and stuff like that. Like keep it simple. And as you grow and as you start earning some money from either YouTube, or maybe you earn money from, you know, maybe you sell merchandise, or maybe you give lessons to people, you have subscription, then you can start, you know, expanding and getting better equipment. But you want to in my humble opinion, and as we know, my opinion's not that humble, but in my humble opinion, I would suggest not to spend too much money yet. You won't want to spend too much money before you start earning it. But I'm very interested in watching you grow, and maybe we can have another conversation in a couple months for sure, and see how much you've grown and how much you've learned as you go along in this journey. Yeah, and so I'm interested in watching you grow and everything. So I'm going to be having links to I'm going to put a couple of your videos into this so people can see the videos, but I'm also going to put the link to your channel in the description. So do you want to tell my subscribers, people watching, a final thought of like why they should subscribe to your channel?
Oh, if they want to learn Spanish, watching someone doing something and different places with different people, I'm going to try get different people to each video, you know. But if they want to watch Spanish in the street, in the kitchen, in the library, tattoo salon, hairdresser salon, they can subscribe to my channel. And thank you for interviewing me and allow me be in your channel,
Being
YouTube
a
channel.
guest on the channel. Yeah, absolutely.
ANG.
Glad we could finally do it. And right before this will go out after the new year, but we're doing it on New Year's Eve. So happy New Year. And I'll let you know, I'll probably have this go out in a couple weeks because it'll take me a little bit of time to edit it.
Okay. Yes. I think maybe on February, March, maybe in May, I will be ready. And I'm going to do my best. Yes, I'm going to travel from Bogota in January. I'm going to record different videos again, interviewing people. And there are a place so famous in Bogota. The name is Gringo Tuesday. I don't know if you know that place.
Okay.
But in this place, there are people who speaks a lot of languages. You know, a lot of foreigners, strangers. There are tables where the people can speak. For example, if you want to learn English, there are someone in the table in front to you who speaks English as a native language. And if he or she want to learn Spanish, if you are native Spanish, you can take a seat in front of her or him, and you can interchange languages. This is too famous a place in Bogota. I'm going to get in over there, and I since I started learning English, I was thinking in this side, and finally I got the opportunity to go there.
That's awesome.
Yes,
Well, I'll be
yes.
watching for videos about that. So, well, thank you again, and we'll have to do this in a few months
Thank
again.
you, thank you. Saludos a los grupos Rachel Dreaming English, English and Spanish team, English and Spanish club, and Fix Dix. But the name is Spanglish Club. Ed put the name, but we actually currently changed the name to Fix Dix because when someone's make a mistake, we say fix this, and
Fix
this
this.
is the name now, the
Oh,
group.
I like it. All right.
Okay, Rachel, thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.